So,
we are back.
Day 3 is lit. Yeah, we know we're a little late.
I know that I've been absent a little bit, but things have been going on. I've been trying to get my network on. Let me take this blanket off. Show a little shoulder. Be professional, actually.
All right, so day 3 was Friday. We're going to start from the beginning of the day to the end of the day.
Dang, what happened on Friday?
Dang, what happened? Okay, so let's start from the backwards on up.
Right.
So Friday night, we're going to start right there because
it was lit.
When I say it was lit, there is nothing more beautiful than seeing a whole bunch of black educated people swag and surf at the same time.
I literally had tears in my eyes because I was like, this is such a beautiful
is a moment.
Sight.
It's just like those things that when you're in a group like that,
exactly.
even the hustle songs.
Exactly.
Whoa.
I was literally thinking that. You make me happy.
Listen. It's like when that music come on and everybody in the room know it. Don't matter if you're 21, 31, or 81. Yo, that's family.
And
that's
then
family.
we also saw Roland Martin. Literally, you got served battle somebody to his cue stroll.
It was epic.
No, it was literally...
One started to do his steps thing, and next thing you know, here come Roland. And it was like, oh, it's a movie.
He literally jumped off stage to do what he does best.
Okay, what he does best. That's exactly. Uncle Roland right there.
Uncle Roro.
So that party was so lit. So it was at the House of Blues.
HOB.
Here in New Orleans. But of course, it was a little roughy. First trying to get in.
It was a little bit rough trying to get in because, you know what? I love my black people dearly, but sometimes when we organize events, we're not the most organized. But you know what? We still got in. We still have fun. We still turned up. We still got lit.
Yep. And we was there early. We was
sure
like, we're not about to be late to this party.
No,
we there on time. So we was there literally like 9:30. The party was supposed to start at 10. So we got there early. And we literally stayed there till like 1:30 in the morning. And of course, they stayed partying there till like 3 o'clock.
But
they probably went past that. So.
Right. We have things to do in the morning because we wanted to volunteer. So we definitely
And then that's a whole nother story we're going to tell y'all
That's
about.
a whole nother story, maybe for another time. I'm not sure how strong your stomachs are.
Right. But we're going to say that story, so y'all make sure y'all look forward to the last day vlog tomorrow that we'll be doing in the morning. But, so the party was lit. We was on the dance floor and...
feet hurting, but still dancing.
One thing I can say for sure, there were a lot of people that probably should have watched my previous videos when I said what to do and what not to do at NABJ convention, and that is no matter how hype you get, because we will turn up, don't forget that you are still partying with people
who can give you a job,
and who work in this industry, because some girls thought they was back at Club Chicken Bones, okay?
They thought it was Spring Break 09.
They thought it was Spring Break 09 all over again. I mean, I seen popping out.
No, for real.
And not caring.
I saw ass and booty cheeks. I thought that I was still in my town of Tampa, Florida at Club Sky. I was very taken aback. And listen, I'm a girl who loves to dance. I love to turn up, but there's a time and place for everything. And I don't necessarily think that the NABJ convention, is the time and place to be shaking your booty up on everybody.
Because we was having fun. We danced. We was... getting our drink on, we're legally okay to drink.
Right.
So, and that's fine. No judgment. But don't, no lie, I seen a girl that was doing some stuff where I wanted to just be like, where's your friends? I wanted to say, come here with me. I'm like, I want to get her and I want to take her and be like, let's go. Because the stuff she was doing on the floor, I'm not going to say what it is because then the girl might watch this and know it was her.
Right.
It looked like she literally could have, it was like the dance visual of rape to me.
Oh my goodness.
One in the front, one in the back. Like seriously. One in front, one in the back. And while she thinks she doing the thing and she hot, I'm looking at the dude's face. And they making that face.
They making that face. And everybody knows what we're talking about, that face. And like to the point where like these girls didn't know us and they was using us as like what's the word? Like as a foundation to, you know, twerk on Mr. Whoever. And like, honestly, like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, if we're, you know, out like on vacation having fun or whatever, but we have to remember that this is a conference, like this is a career fair. Like, these people who are with us, our peers, like, this stuff, it will be remembered. Like, we have to remember like the environment that we're in, and also be cognizant of what we're wearing as well. And I hate to be that person to say things like that, but it's true. Like, people will always judge you based on what they experience.
And guess what? You can still be cute and be modest and not be like you here trying to look for NABJ sugar daddy.
Right. I mean, hey, you know me, Daddy V, cute, modest. If you see my Instagram at Daddy V Alexina, I was killing the game. You see the outfit?
Lower third scrolls across, right? Okay, so that was a party. Before the party, what did we do?
Before the party, we went to the reception with OWN.
Oh,
that was nice. High key, they lied to us because we thought that Kofi Sorobi was gonna be there.
We thought Kofi was. Well, you know what? They never said no names.
They said no names.
They said the cast of Greenleaf
and Sugar
and the cast of Queen Sugar was going to be there, and you know, kind of discuss the show, do a question and answer with them, with the Sports, Arts, and Entertainment Task Force. So basically, that is the people who are in journalism, radio, media, whatever, that like to report on entertainment, art, and media, and stuff like that.
Those people who work for Vibe, Double XL, Complex, BuzzFeed, Entertainment, those type of people.
Exactly. And so what it was so Greenleaf, because I don't think I think they only released the trailers and stuff for us.
Yeah, I actually do think so.
Because somebody on my timeline thought that Greenleaf was canceled.
Yeah.
And Greenleaf, boo-boo, listen, Greenleaf is coming back, season 3. Seen the trailer. Oh my God. And it's on a whole nother level.
If you're not watching Greenleaf, then I don't know what to tell you.
I ain't watched Greenleaf this last season, and just from seeing that trailer, I need to go back.
It starts off a little bit slow, but honestly, like, if you stick with it, because, you know, that's what life is about, sticking with things.
Yes.
The character development, the show is honestly great, and plus, like, who doesn't want to support OWN network? Like, it's for us, by us, basically. Why not? You know,
best shows, and these shows don't only relate to Black people; they relate to anybody, and most people. And
but
so
they are made for Black people.
Yeah. And also, so you had the people from Queen Sugar come on, and this is also was our goodie bag. I got that green leaf t-shirt, and they gave us Queen Sugar little bags as our little gift bags to get out of there. Now it was unfortunately, I never know actors' names.
Yeah,
but I want to say the sister.
It was her character's name is Charlie, and then Aunt Vi, and then Hollywood.
Hollywood was on there.
Right.
May I mind y'all?
We saw them.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I don't even know. Did I get him a review of that night? Was that last night? That wasn't that.
No, it's Thursday night.
I think she here now, so we can talk about it. Because I don't remember if I talked about it before and when I did the single vlog by myself.
I'm so sorry that I was missing in action, but things have to go on.
Yeah. So we seen them, and they discussed the show and all this stuff, and should Vi and him have a baby and all this, but if I don't want kids, whatever the case may be. So that was good. That started at 6:30. We was there 5:30.
Supposedly it's supposed to start at 6:30, but it didn't really start until 7. But we were
people
there.
had to line up early, of course. It actually started it started exactly about 7:15, 7:10. Right, but we was in line again. We wasn't about to be late for this either. We was on time all day yesterday.
No, we were really, like, literally prompt for every single thing that we wanted to go to. And I'm proud of myself because that historically has been a problem. But, you know, we're working on it.
Right. Exactly. So we got in line early for that. Of course, again, that was a little disorganized because there was a list with people's names on it, and then if your name wasn't on the list, they was like, we just gonna write your name on the list, and you still could get in. And it's like they wasn't scanning badges or anything, so it kind of was like you could still get in. You know, you didn't need none of that. Of course, they look at our green badges. That's why they make them bright colors all the time. But it just wasn't an organization. People was making a line around the red carpet, and then people was lined up at the table, and it's kind of like...
It was honestly,
people, like, they should have had security telling people as they walked over there, if we're going to stand in line for this event, stand over there. You know what I'm saying?
Very true, very
and that
true.
would it. But when we got in there, they gave us little appetizers, so we had a little bit of little snacky snack to go with it, whatever. And that was all good. And so before we went and did that, we all was kind of like motioning around doing our own little thing.
Yeah, we were scattered all over the place.
Right.
All over the place trying to, make it do what it do.
Right. So
you
yesterday,
about the 360 workshop.
Yeah. So
that was your.
I was gonna say,
moment.
did you want to do yours first? But I'm gonna do mine first.
I mean, I could do mine first if you want.
Yeah, yours is a life changing story. So we're gonna do yours after mine. For me, my story of the day was there was a workshop that I attended for a 360 camera. Y'all can see my voice is leaving. That should tell you from the day of the first video to now exactly how my voice is, how much fun we've been having. So the 360 camera video thing, that was a workshop that I attended, and I was literally waiting all day. I'm thinking I'm going to go to this workshop, and I'm going to be learning all this new stuff because, I got a 360 camera, and I'm trying to figure out how to export the videos. Of course, I probably could just YouTube it, but no, I wanted to hear it from one of the warders.
Hands-on experience, like learning it for somebody in person is like unmatched to like watching it in a video. Because one, you got to pause the video, got to go back, start back. Anyway, it's just not as effective as actually learning something from somebody in person.
Right, because Monday morning, I'm going to talk about that. So go to this workshop, and, if you're going to teach a workshop on 360, you need to have a 360 camera.
That part.
And not one from before. So the lady didn't have a 360 camera, and I felt like if she knew she was doing this workshop, then she should have purchased her a 360 camera herself so she can learn some of the things, because she was talking about the 360 camera, the new one, might still need to be stitched together, and I'm like,
she was misinformed about
I'm recording it stitched together.
It kind of is like when you are in like the 10th grade and you have a substitute teacher who like is somebody random who's teaching like biology, doesn't really know biology. It was kind of similar to that. I don't want to discredit the lady who was teaching the workshop, but she just wasn't prepared for
she really wasn't prepared for that part. So me being who I am, I had brought my 360 camera to the class thinking I'm about to learn some new stuff, and next thing you know, I end up getting up and telling people everything I knew about the 360 camera, and then passing my phone around, because if anybody has a 360 camera,
one by one,
y'all know that you need the app. So I connected it to my app, and I passed it around one by one to each person in the classroom and showed them how this 360 camera worked. And I actually was able to, the last person I showed it to was actually a lady who worked at CBS in Chicago. Shout out to her. And so
she's a USF alum, correct?
She's actually a USF alum, and I went there, which is so crazy because at this convention, you make so many connections with people that either know somebody or went to your school and you don't even know it. And this lady went to USF, and I wouldn't even thought that in a million years. Exactly. But we always find like random people that went to University of South Florida. So shout out, Bulls.
Grace Byers from Empire, she went to USF.
See, go Bulls all day.
And then us, soon to be household names, we went to USF. Just
USF.
Wait on it.
But yeah, that was a really good experience, and it just really inspired. So she kind of moved the conversation more so to 3D video gaming and stuff. Right. So that really inspired me. I'm literally, y'all, Monday morning, I'm going to be teaching myself everything I need to know from y'all on YouTube or anywhere on the internet on how to mess around with these 360 cameras and how to export those, because apparently Adobe Premiere has not created a software that know how to, that's what it is. That's the major problem. They haven't jumped on the bandwagon, so Adobe Premiere, they need to.
I did not know that. And for those of you who don't know about like film and mass comm and that industry, Adobe Premiere is like the industry standard for like making films and stuff like that,
and videos and stuff like that. So, and they haven't been able, and these 360 cameras record in 4K, so it's pretty good. So I'm going to teach myself everything I possibly know about this 360 camera so that I can teach other people, a quick, easy, simple step way to do it. So basically I could do the research for them. So it just kind of inspired me. And on top of that, I had a interview with, it was kind of like a talk to in a video reel
pick the brain of
somebody from CBS. She actually worked at the head in DC, so that was a good thing. I didn't really expect to talk to her.
Right.
And so, if y'all watch my other videos, y'all know that one of my main key things was to be prepared and have your reel on a memory card. But because I took my memory card out to put it in my 360 camera, when the lady asked for my reel, I didn't even have a damn reel.
And also, like, another thing that people need to know is, like, at conventions, because it's so many people in one space at a time, the Wi-Fi connection and your cell phone service is so shoddy. It's so difficult. So I know you had a problem with trying to hook it up.
Yes, I was trying to show her links, y'all, on my websites. The stuff wasn't loading, and I was so mad because I prepared a week in advance these videos, downloaded on an individual device so that she could just click and lock it. But you know what? If I would not have taken that memory card out of my tablet, I wouldn't have been able to do the 360 camera thing. So somebody had to suffer, or I could have just had another memory card, but I didn't have the time.
You know what? Hindsight is only 20/20. So now you know. So when you go back home, you can ask them, to buy your memory card,
which is already on the list. It's already on the list to buy another memory card.
Exactly.
But that won't happen again. So hopefully, I could teach myself all I can about the 360 camera and could teach other people about it. But other than that, yesterday was a really, really good day.
It was a great day.
And we didn't really wait. I didn't really wake up till the afternoon, but it was a really, really good day. Yep, and that's because the night before, we was hanging out in the streets with Lance Gross at the party.
Yes, we were. Yes, we
Lance
were.
Gross, y'all. Lance Gross, okay? He walked up in the club like he was just...
I pull up in the club.
Regular.
VIP, guessing
like
full.
Regular. And it wasn't even like a crowded club. So I was like, these are the type of spots you like go to where, people want to take pictures with you, but you ain't got to worry about super crowds and somebody, trying to fight. He really was letting people come up into VIP.
He was super nice.
So nice.
Super nice. Especially like being a celebrity of his caliber. I think that like a lot of... First of all, let me give you some context. So during March, I went to South by Southwest, and there was during that time, there's a lot of celebrities going on, and young MA was there, and she said, please no photos. I mean, I can respect that, but also young MA, who are you to be saying that you're not? You literally have one song that people know. Lance Gross, he's been in many movies. He's been in shows. He's been literally working since I was probably like 14 years old, and I'm 22 years old now, He was taking pictures with everybody. He was so respectful. He was so nice. That just goes to show you that, you can be in this industry and still remain, like, humble at your core. And I think that was probably the thing that really resonated with me the most. Plus, he's very attractive. Shout out to his wife. Yeah. Shout out to his daughter.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I said, that's why I told old girl, he has a daughter, he has a wife, and he looked like he don't Kevin Hart on her. Okay.
Right. He was just nice to just let all these females take pictures with him, and just I like little stuff like that literally can make his day. Make a person's day. And he was just nice, and he was able to just literally just walk out the club like what, and then Hollywood walked through.
Uncle Hollywood from...
We seen him. He thought nobody ain't noticed him, but
we did, and I held his hand for a little bit. That's a fangirl.
Hollywood from Cream Sugar walked through the club.
Right.
Walked through the club all low key, and he about my height in real life, which is crazy.
You know what's crazy? The guy that was like with him was like, "Oh yeah, I play Kofi Sarobi. I play Ralph Angel." No, you don't. I know what he looks like.
Did he say he played?
Yes, he did. He did.
Yo, this dude tried to front like he was Ralph Angel. In the dark, he don't look like Ralph Angel.
First of all,
in the dark, he didn't look like Ralph Angel.
Kofi Sarobi is from Ghana. I am half Ghanaian, so I like to make the joke that we're cousins. I know what my cousin looks like, okay? Don't play with me, because I will call grandma really quick and tell her to do voodoo on you.
Lower third goes across the bottom.
I'm just kidding.
All right, so y'all, Dada, how did your life change yesterday? Y'all, this is a good story. How your life changed?
My whole life has changed. Okay, anyway. So...
Don't need no copyright.
Right,
This song does not belong
to...
Okay,
right. It's my own song. So, if you guys don't know, I have a podcast, and I'm very interested in getting into radio and NPR. So, I have been stalking this one person named Jen Stratchner.
Not really stalking, Just a clarification,
yeah,
just
okay.
in case.
I'm
but
over exaggerating.
In general, we're saying stalking, right. But really she's a fan.
I'm a fan. He said to come to the WNYC booth that was here at the NABJ conference. So I went, I was speaking to him, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Hi, I'm Joshua Johnson from 1A. 1A is a political podcast / radio broadcast from NPR. And literally my brother and I listen to this religiously. Like the way that people like watch, CNN at night, I listen to 1A every day.
You talking about me? She talking about me, y'all. Because I watch CNN all day, all night.
Like the way that some people feel about certain media outlets, that's how I feel about NPR. Because literally, like when I was growing up, my parents would listen to NPR like all day, every day. Like we were not listening to like, I grew up in South Florida, so we was not listening to like 95 point whatever, we was listening to NPR. So as soon as I heard that, I did a little zoop, and I don't even know what came over me. I just literally just went into networking mode, and I said, "Hello, I am so-and-so, and this is what I do." And we were literally talking for 45 minutes, and he gave me such gems in life. Like, honestly, even if I email him and he doesn't email me back, the information that he gave me from that conversation was literally life-changing. And he also connected me to somebody else who works for Philadelphia's public radio. And honestly, one thing I can say about NABJ, the conference itself, the convention, it's so refreshing to see people who you look up to, who look like you, who are doing what you want to do. Because I think that a lot of times, like, not to, talk about race, but let's talk about it. Us as Black people, it's very hard to see ourselves in media, like not just like actors, actresses, but also the people who are telling those stories. Mm-hmm. So to be able to have access to your media like icons is literally like out of this world. Like if I came here and I never even had a job offer, I would just take this experience as something that I would never forget ever. Mm-hmm. Like the fact that I met one of my media icons and he literally took the time out to speak to me, like not just for
with no problem, not walking around with no security problem. Or none around.
Nothing.
They just walking around.
Nothing. He was literally like, "I want to help you. I want to see you grow." It's honestly a humbling and sobering experience because sometimes you just feel like the help is not out there, and the fact that you have access to it here, it's literally insurmountable. And it just goes back to the fact that like I wish that I had known about this organization and this conference sooner, but you know what? Hindsight is only 20/20. We know now. We know what to do, and I will be.
And that's exactly why I try my best to tell anybody in anybody that wants to get into media, they should know about this because I went to a mass comm school and I never heard of NABJ Day in my life, and they've been around since the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay, they're about 41 years old this year.
Went to the same school,
never
knew about it.
Never knew about it. And nobody tells them about it. I mean,
nobody.
Our teachers in school didn't even tell.
Nobody.
I never forget the day that one of our teachers was talking about all the joining professional She was telling the class a lecture on joining professional organizations, and she named every single one. And not once did she tell the Asian students that there was an AAJ. This is Tampa, y'all. Not once did she tell them to join the NAHJ. They don't even know that NAHJ exists.
Exactly.
And not once did she mention NABJ.
It just goes to show you.
So if you don't change the color of media, our media will not change.
Exactly. And if us as people who are coming up in the industry do not take advantage of these opportunities, we'll be forever, Oscar so white, news so white. We're
going to be forever hashtagging everything.
Exactly.
Change.
Exactly.
Listen, it's not rocket science. Write more, read more, report more, ask more questions. Pull out a video camera, record it, cut and edit. You can be a journalist, okay? People think, college is going to be so hard. No, find your passion and do it. And whether it's art, whether it's photography, you got people now, kids now are growing up with cameras in their hands.
No, seriously.
When you see your kid making videos and they putting filters and editing, don't look at that like, they're always on social media. Look at that like, no, that could turn into a career that's going to put another brown face, okay.
Exactly.
Tan face, yellow face on the media.
Exactly.
Plain and simple.
I forgot my train of thought. I think another important thing is that like, even if you may not have like that internship you want, that fellowship you want, or even that dream job you want, just take out your camera, take out that laptop, write, film, do what you want to do. Because another thing that I learned from this conference, and I mean, I've already been doing it, was don't wait for the opportunity to come to you.
Do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Because if you start that web show, if you start that podcast, if you start whatever your mind desires, that's already showing the people who can give you opportunities that you're real about this. You're not waiting on anybody to come and drop it into your lap. You're doing it yourself. And don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about if it's one person watching it or if it's 100 people watching it.
Ain't nobody watching this. I ain't worried about the views. Right. But I want to talk about it.
Right. Exactly. You want to put the content out in the world, and it helps you get better.
You never know, because you just never know.
You really
never know. That's one advice I really got from one of the CBS lady. Keep recording videos, keep making your YouTube videos, keep editing, because that's all practice. I don't have a job, but I'm my own media right now. Go answer the door.
Who at the door?
It gotta be somebody.
Them girls.
And then we gonna end it. She gotta go answer the door, y'all.
Who is over here?
Oh, this one. So that's our, we almost done. We just talked about the turn up yesterday.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. So this girl that's staying with us, right? This one.
Hello world. Oh my gosh.
She had on these heels, y'all.
And she
said, look, she was cute, but she wasn't moving out that club though.
And
about
she
3
said,
hours.
she told our Lyft driver, can you come and carry me to the car?
She crazy. Look at her. Vogue.
Okay, you know this is going on the internet, right? Okay.
It's actually live.
Right. So we can't edit it out. But, I mean, I think that we covered everything, right?
Yeah, we did.
For the day.
So you guys we're going to be filming a final farewell. Final farewell.
I'm going to be really sad because, you know, I live in a certain place and she lives in a certain place. So
we're like, never see her again.
We're not going to be together anymore. All we have to do is Facebook Messenger and, like, you know, call in, but it's not the same.
Right. So y'all can't text.
But it's not the same.
But you know what? If I figure out how to do that 1-on-1, like that show I was telling you about, I was going to apply for.
Sometimes it feels like you can be.
True. Good to record the thing and do it.
You know, I see you on the video. True.
All right, y'all. We got to bust up. It's 27 minutes. 27 minutes.
We really was talking for a long time.
And
but you guys will see us tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. We're going to be up early, so maybe more people are watching when it's early. It's late in the night.
Maybe.
But right now we need to take some naps because we got another party.
Ya tú sabes. Para mis españoles speakers.
No,
I'm not
no
really